Good morning, everyone. I can't believe it's Monday. That seemed like an awfully fast weekend, didn't it? It was, I got lots done, really did get a lot done, and working through clutter and, of course, Mother's Day, and my daughter and her adult son and Miss Patience all came over, and they were here a little while. And let's see, I went over to my mom and dad's and I took them some dinner and a pie. And the pie was kind of an inside joke. So you probably heard of satin chocolate pie. It's like a Marie Callender's, I think, is the brand, and it's frozen, and it's really decadent. Get it at the grocery store in the freezer section. So anyway, I took my mom one of those and I told her it was one of those Satan chocolate pies because like years and years ago, there was this ladies group and we were all talking about what we were going to do for this potluck. And she said in type, she didn't say it out loud, she was typing it and she just missed one letter. And she said, "I'm bringing a Satan chocolate pie instead of satin." And so when we all gathered around, everybody wanted to see this Satan pie. It was bad. It was also at a church. Anyway, maybe it's funnier to me because it was my mom. But anyway, we all had a good laugh. She got that soup, and I also took her some, what are those called? They're Cracker Barrel brown bread rolls. Which reminds me, when I was in the grocery store gathering the rolls, the pie, things I needed, I was really noticing a lot. This is at Safeway here in Port Orchard, and I was noticing so much produce that looked like it should be thrown out. I think people are not buying as much produce as they used to because it's all they can do to put just the basics, meat and bread and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on, if it's just because the prices are so high and people are saying, nope, Also, when I was looking for those Cracker Barrel brown bread, you guys have all taught me this. If you're at the grocery store, and I never did this until I started watching YouTube hauls and people shopping, to reach not in the front but in the back, because they're going to put the older produce front, not produce, I'm sorry, the older bakery goods front and the ones that are expiring longer time out toward the back. So the one that I grabbed first was like expired. Well, one was expired already and one was expiring on the 11th, which is today. No, tomorrow. Right? It's Monday, whatever the 11th is. So anyway, I think it's today. I reached back and I finally found one for the 14th. Now that Cracker Barrel bread is also, I think, one of the items that people aren't going to be buying, and that's probably why there were old ones, Used to be, you could go to Safeway and you could look in the section that had all of the meats that they, quick sale meats, things that were going to go, best by date. That thing is always empty now. It's just, you don't hardly ever see anything in it. So anyway, I'm noticing the struggle, at the grocery store. My little box here fell over. I want to say this is an open collaboration. It's your first time here. I am so happy that you decided to stop and check me out. And so it's an open collaboration, and it's hashtag Color and Create with Us You Rock Art, hosted at Rosemary's You Rock Art. And so every Monday, or you can jump in, jump out, but if you do it on Mondays, and she'll find it if you tag her with this in the hashtag and the @ in your title or your description. So you can either color, or you can create, or you can color and create. And today I just have create. Maybe I'm just a winter colorer, but I don't think I've colored now in a month. So anyway, I take these spurts. So thank you for hosting this, Rosemary. I enjoy this. Now, the first thing I have is an ATC card. And this ATC card, I just figured out, by the way, how to make pockets. Up until now, I've been doing what I did here. I just cut a shape here and put it on the backing, and then I would just glue around here. Well, now I just figured out you need to bend this over and fold it on the edges, which creates more of a pocket. Luckily, I was able to get this little girl in here. So she comes out and goes in, and she is a sticker herself, and she just slides back in. Certainly she will, yes. Not as good as she had done it. If I had done this correctly, I could have slid her in there, slided her in there easier. Anyway, she's in the garden, and I put, "Make me a promise." Isn't that sweet? And I put a little bling bling there, and I put a little butterfly there. You can't see it because of the glare. And let's see. Oh, on the back is just purple for writing, for trading, whatever. And so what this was a card that like a greeting card that I, what do you call it? And I embellished it, but I altered it. That's what I did. Altered it. So here comes the next one. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, this one's a little goofy looking. So here's what was supposed to happen here. Now I told you I figured it out now how to make pockets. So this was the first one. This was the second one that got a little bit better, and I know how to do it now. So she was supposed to be in here in this pocket, but the pocket didn't work out. So what she is one of those like vintage looking little girl paper dolls, and she had sunflower in her hair, like a flower crown, but they were black and white because she's black and white. And I thought, should I take a yellow pen and try to make those sunflowers more visible? Well, I got the bright idea to use some bling, and now it just looks goofy. And there's more. I had to cut her off at the chest with scissors because I couldn't get her in there. Now, I could get her in there a little bit, but she would stick way out here. It just did not work out. So she's glued in there. She's not coming out. And what I do on the back, it's just white on the backs to write. Some people trade these, some people gift them. I just put them in a notebook for now. So there's that. And then these are not ATCs. These are just things that I'm going to use for a junk journal. Well, here, the back is just white. And it says, "Sweet Summer Days." And I put a paper. This is a die cut that I think I might have gotten from Patty, or maybe I got from somebody else, but it's a die cut. And I could have gotten it from the consignment store. When you get to be my age, you just don't remember. Anyway, then I put a butterfly on there, and that is a sticker that says "Sweet Summer Days." So that's, the paper's kind of iridescent. I like this paper. My husband gave me a bunch of it from his printing days. Now this one is actually a pocket in itself, so this could have stuff put in it. But it says imagination. I messed it up pretty good here, but oh well. And then we've got the Cheshire Cat and a card, and I put a black thing on there to kind of match the background and this background. So black and orange and pink and, So this came out of that packet of Alice in Wonderland things, and I still have a couple of things left in that packet. One is the big Alice, and then I can't remember what the other thing is, but it's a nice thing, so I'm going to use it at some point. So that is that. If you stayed this long, I sure appreciate it, and I hope that you have a nice Monday, a wonderful Monday, and everything is good with you. Take care, everyone. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe, especially like, because when we like a video from one another, the algorithm puts our video out more, even more than comments from what I hear. Super easy. It's just checking that like button. Take care. Bye-bye.